So if you don't know about Warthunder, it's a quote-unquote free-to-play milsim game released in 2012, a game which I had both the honor and the unfortunate circumstances to stumble upon and play since its beta version. This game uses a very specific way of progression. In order to progress through each tech tree, you need to research each unit of the tree with research points. And in order to actually get that vehicle and use it, you need to spend silver lions, a currency that you can make simply by playing the game. If you're into realistic fly games and tanks, you quickly will realize that Warthunder is a really good game. It's the perfect balance between games like DCS and arcade games, so the chances are by the time you reach halfway through your tech tree, you're already hooked. Silver lions play the majority of role in Warthunder's economy. Each modification you research for your vehicle to improve it, repairing your vehicles after each match, and even the ammunition you use on them are paid with silver lion. But the problem is, the more you progress into the game, the ratio of the silver lions you make gets smaller and smaller in proportion to your expenses. Gaijin, the developer and publisher of this game, is treating the players exactly like drug dealers would with their new customers. First one is on the house, but with the last one, you will surely bleed.
Ain't no need for physical
You got
contact.
$4 for me? I'm short $4.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So naturally, as any aggressive free-to-play mobile game would, Gaijin offers a lot of ways to ease your grind and help you reach the heights of your performance. I promise you, we want nothing in return, we already have your soul. We just want your money as well. So over the course of the last decade, Gaijin kept pushing harder and harder to monetize every single piece and element of Warthunder. More decals and cosmetic items became purchasable. About 4 or 5 years ago, they introduced paid bushes into the game. Literally a pay-to-win camouflage element in the ground vehicle section of the game. Then they reduced the amount of premium vehicles they would reward players for partaking in specific in-game events, and made the said events even harder and much more time-consuming. And at the same time, they kept pushing silver lion economy to the extreme, to the point that today even playing decently will almost always put you in a net negative side of silver lion earning. Fast forward to the present date, the game has now a ton of expensive stuff to buy both with real money and silver lions. It has a battle pass system, shit ton of premium packs that are for sure better than 3 vehicles if not overpowered. They use typical deceiving randomizing animations that belong to third degree mobile games and introduced more nations and more vehicle trees to the game. Now you might ask, why does it matter anyway? If you can play with a lower tier plane and still enjoy the game, why would you even pay a single dime to Gaijin? But the problem starts when Gaijin advertises their game with their top of the line planes and indirectly or even directly sells this idea that you can get a MiG-29 or an F-16 and all you need to do is just simply download the game. Now I don't have anything against this whole idea of baiting people into downloading the game and hooking them in the early parts of the victories, but I do have a serious problem with the intensity of the grind and the amount of difference the second half of trees have with the first half. And because I play since the old days, I have a lot of premium vehicles and it makes the grind super easy for me. So for the past few years, I only grind the events and buy myself premium packs and premium subscription without spending a penny on the game. But I don't dare to recommend playing Warthunder to any of my friends who are struggling with financial issues because I know I'm not helping them by selling this game for what it isn't. But about the title of the video, Gaijin tried yet again to increase the repair cost and pushing the silver lion economy even further to the inefficient side. Well, efficient for them and inefficient for us, I guess. But this time they got hit by a huge player backlash leading to a 2-week boycott of the game. Alongside the boycott, the game got review bombed as well, so Gaijin went into damage control phase and released an apology on their websites and media outlets. But even with that, they somehow managed to be apologetic and condescending at the same time, claiming that 80% of the player base in fact haven't spent a dime on the game, which I'm almost sure that is pure bullshit, unless they're counting the inactive player base and anybody that even played a single matches on their stats as well, which makes them even more of an evil company in my opinion. Gaijin, you actually have the data, and know that the majority of players that will try your game will leave eventually, and instead of taking the steps to make the game more user-friendly, you keep ruining your already stained reputation. For what? To milk more money out of the loyal players to fund your pathetic projects like Enlisted? The past few years we have seen again and again how the industry went on a rapid downhill towards failed projects and flop games, and the news keeps coming. I don't even know at the time that I put out this video what company and what title is going to release an apology or release a broken game. But I love the fact that players are realizing that our money and our time speak much louder than any Reddit rant and complaining. The industry has changed into this giant of a business that generates much more money than any other entertainment industry right now. Passionate developers and publishers are out the window and most of their remains have lost authority over their workforce and pitching ideas. We are facing a lot of people in suits with almost no background in gaming that are only there to maximize their profits. And the sooner we start to act in a unified manner, the sooner we can steer the industry into a better state. Hopefully we can see more of these joint player actions against these type of companies. Thanks for watching everybody, be seeing ya.